last week 11 first. We have some good matchups here, so we will get right into it and make our predictions. As always, we have our trusty notebook here, and we'll open to a fresh page and get started. There we go. And of course, we will start with the Thursday night game. That is the Titans versus Packers. Titans are 6-3, and the Packers are 4-6. Green Bay is favored 3, and the over/under is 41.5. I'm going to take the Packers to win this game, coming off their win versus the Cowboys last week. It'll probably be pretty close, but I like the Packers 21-17 in this one. Next up on Sunday, Jets versus Patriots. Jets are 6-3, and the Patriots are 5-4. New England's favored 3, and the over/under is 38. So predicting a pretty low-scoring game here. I could definitely see that, and I'm going to take the Patriots here. Patriots have owned the Jets the last several seasons. I think they win again here at home. They already beat the Jets on the road. So I will be taking the Patriots here. We'll say 20-13 Patriots. Next up is Bears-Falcons. Bears are 3-7, and Falcons are 4-6. Atlanta's favored 3, and the over/under is 49. I think I'm going to take the Bears to win here. (27-23). I really like the way Justin Fields and their offense have been playing recently. They just need their defense to kind of hunker down a little more, and the Falcons' offense really isn't anything special. So I think they'll be able to limit them enough to pull out a victory here on the road. Next is Browns-Bills. The Browns are 3-6, and the Bills are 6-3. Buffalo is favored 8, and the over/under is 42. I do think the Bills win here. I'll go. I'll go 27-17 for the Bills. I still think they're the best team in the league, despite their 6-3 record and loss to the Vikings last week. So I'm going to take them to bounce back here versus the Browns. Eagles are 8-1, and Colts are 4-5-1. Philly is favored 7, and the over-under is 44. Jeff Saturday's second game as a head coach. We'll see how he fares in this one. I personally think the Eagles win and right the ship here against the Colts. But I think it might be a little close for their liking. I'll go 24-21 Eagles. Next is Rams Saints. Rams are 3-6 and Saints are 3-7. New Orleans is favored 3 and the over-under is 39. Unsure if Matt Stafford is playing in this game. Cooper Kupp obviously out, placed on injured reserve after their game last weekend, so that's a big miss. And Stafford, I think, is still in concussion protocol, so he might not play as well. If that's the case, I'm going to take the Saints here in a pretty ugly game. Go like 17-13 Saints. Next is Lions Giants. Lions are 3-6 and the Giants are 7-2. Giants are favored 3 and the over-under is 45. I'll take an upset here and go with the Lions. (27-20). I feel like the Lions' offense especially is very hit or miss week to week. They could put up 40 points or they could put up 0 points. So we'll see what kind of week they decide on having here. If you've been watching me for a little bit, you know my history with the Giants. Me picking them to lose is basically a guarantee that they'll win. So if you're a Giants fan, congratulations. Panthers Ravens is next. Panthers are 3-7 and Ravens are 6-3. Baltimore is favored 13 in this game and the over-under is 41. I think Baker Mayfield is starting for the Panthers here. I feel like they should keep this kind of close. Deonta Foreman can really run the ball, chew some clock. I think the Ravens win, but I think 13 might be too many points. I'll go 27-20 for the Ravens. Commanders versus Texans is next. Commanders are 5-5 and the Texans are 1-7-1. Commanders, of course, coming off that big victory versus the then undefeated Eagles. Washington favored 3 and the over-under is 40.5. Taylor Heineke's been pretty good at quarterback for the Commanders. I can see this being a big letdown game for them after winning versus the Eagles, so I'm going to pick the Texans here, actually. And I think the Texans win 20-17. Go from beating the best team in the league to losing to the worst team in the league in typical Commanders fashion. Next is Raiders Broncos. Raiders are 2-7 and Broncos are 3-6. Denver is favored 3 and the over-under is 41.5. Both the two, maybe both most disappointing teams in the NFL this season. High expectations coming in, very bad performances through the season. I talk a lot about the Raiders not firing Josh McDaniels and how that surprises me. I saw on the internet the other day that they don't have enough money hanging around to fire him and maybe like pay a buyout or whatever, and then hire a new coach. So he seems like he's going to remain their coach for at least the rest of this year. So that kind of sucks for Raiders fans. Anyway, I'll take the Broncos to squeeze out a victory here. We'll go 21-17, pretty low scoring game. I said last video, in my recap video, that if the Broncos scored 18 points in all of their games this year, they'd be 8-1. So, they've limited their opponent to less than 18-9 games this year, and I'll take them to do that again versus the Raiders. Cowboys-Vikings is next. Cowboys 6-3 and Vikings 8-1. Dallas is favored in this game 1.5, and the over/under is 47.5. I'm taking the Cowboys simply because the line makes absolutely no sense, and when that happens, usually that team wins. Cowboys coming off a loss to the Packers, and Vikings coming off a big win versus the Bills, so two very polar opposite results last week. Yet Dallas is still favored on the road, so I'm going to take Dallas here. We'll go 27-23 for Dallas. Kirk Cousins not playing at 1 p.m. is a totally different animal, in a bad way. So we'll see how that goes for the Vikings, but I think Dallas takes it. Bengals, Steelers. Bengals are 5-4 and Steelers are 3-6. Cincinnati's favored 4 and the over/under is 41. I like the Bengals in a close one here. Tough divisional matchup. I'll go 20-13 Bengals. Chiefs Chargers is next. Chiefs 7-2 and Chargers are 5-4. Kansas City's favored 6 and the over/under is 51. Just for some fun here, I'm going to take the Chargers to win this game. Bit of an upset on Sunday Night Football. Close one. We'll go 28-27. Chargers, I think, have kind of underperformed this year, and I think they have the talent to pull out a win at home versus the Chiefs. And the Monday Night Football game is 49ers versus Cardinals. 49ers are favored 8, and the over/under is 43.5. I'm going to take the Niners on the road. 8 might be a little too much for me. I'll go 24-17 420. We'll see if Kyler Murray plays. That would be a big factor in the score of this game, I think. Except the new Call of Duty did just come out, and he's notoriously bad. When new Call of Duties come out and double XP weekends and stuff like that, if you've never heard of that, people have done research on his stats when Call of Duty events go on, Call of Duty the video game, because apparently he plays too much of it, and he actually performs worse, noticeably worse in those scenarios, so we'll see if he even plays. The teams on bye this week are the Dolphins, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and Jaguars. All three of the Florida teams, interestingly enough, are on bye this weekend. That is going to do it for our Week 11 predictions. Let me know in the comments what you think of my predictions, what you think I got right, what you think I got wrong, and what the biggest surprise of this weekend will be. I think mine is probably Chargers over Chiefs. Cowboys over Vikings is probably pretty close, but Chargers Chiefs I think is my biggest surprise. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.